And thanks, Isa, for uh, releasing this report. Now, little background about why Next Orbit Ventures have done this study is basically because of the Government of India has requested us to submit our proposal for semiconductor manufacturing. And we have submitted our proposal to the Government of India. We have also signed up MOUs with two states, Andhra and Gujarat, to house this semiconductor fab. So basically, before talking about which fab, what nodes, the assessment of the market is key part of it, and that is why this report has been initiated. And ISA has been very supportive of giving the key inputs. In fact, in the last year Vision Summit, the findings of this report was discussed with SEMI board members and ISA board members. And after taking their inputs, this report has been finalized and is being released now. So what basically it talks about that market growing from $180 billion to $710 billion, it translates that in 2018 itself, there is 5.1 million wafer strats requirement in India. Has all these electronic products get started manufacturing in India with a complete ecosystem, 5 million capacity is required, which will increase to 17.3 million units by 2025. And the market would, in dollar terms, would increase from $18 billion to $52 billion. So this report gives a strong case that there is a big market in India. And the top 30 product itself will take around $37 billion of opportunity. So even if we concentrate on defense, smartphones, and engine control units, that's a big market. This is again the bifurcations of like apart from these three big sectors, what other sectors will contribute to this wafer demand. The most of the analog chips would be on 8-inch wafers, whereas the memory and the digital will be on 12-inch wafers. This report also has given us the digital nodes or the analog nodes or the memory nodes that Next Orbit should work on with their technology partners to start with. This is a little IP of Next Orbit Ventures, so we are not discussing at this forum. But this report basically achieve the objective that what is the node that we should start with? Where is the low-hanging fruits for India to start with? Now the consortium approach that Next Orbit has adopted, it's very hearty to note that noted industrialist of the country, Anand Mahindra, in his tweet of 2018 has endorsed the same view that the electronic import is increasing, the consumption is increasing. So the only way to get the local manufacturing of the component is to form a consortium of Indian companies that contributes capital, technology, and support. And it was heartening to see that today the Intel country had also endorsed the same view, and we are working on this approach itself. So we invite who wants to see the strong India to be part of this consortium and make the fab a reality, because everybody is looking for it, including this hall. Thank you.
I'd like to thank both of them for their presentation. So if you can just stay back. I'd like to request Mr. Ashok Mishra, Executive Council member, to present a small token of our appreciation to both to Mr. Ajay Jalan, founder and managing partner, Next Orbit Ventures. Ladies and gentlemen, please give him a big round of applause. We'd also like to thank Mr. Satya Gupta, Executive Council member and CEO of SenseOpt, for that presentation, the ESDM report presentation by both the gentlemen. Thank you very much indeed.